Hello everyone, my name is Genesis Mosquera. I am a financial aid assistant at the Department of Financial Aid. And this video is to introduce you to Financial Aid 101 and what you need to know. The first thing would be for you to create an FSA ID. An FSA ID is a username and password that is used to electronically sign your FAFSA application. Both the student and parent must have their individual FSA ID. You will need to use your FSA ID each time you file a FAFSA. We do suggest that you keep your FSA ID safe because it is difficult to retrieve the password and the username for both the student and the parent. Having an FSA ID is the fastest way to sign and submit your FAFSA form online. To get started, you may visit www.studentaid.gov/FSA-ID. The first thing you'll do is enter your email address and a cell phone number. Keep in mind that both the student and the parent will need your own individual email address. FSA ID website will not allow you to create two accounts with the same email address. Second, you'll create a username and password. Again, you will need your own individual username for both the student and parent. You will need to enter personal information such as your name, date of birth, and social security number. Be sure to enter the name as is on your social security card. For step 4, you will need to set up 4 challenge questions. Try to keep those answers safe so that you can refer back to it in case you forgot your password. After that, you will read and accept the terms and verify yourself on an email. Now, you are all set and you can use your FSA ID to enter your FAFSA. To get started, visit www.studentaid.gov. To complete your 2021-2022 FAFSA, it is important for you to know that the application is available every October 1st of every year. FAFSA means free application for federal student aid. This means the application is absolutely free and you should never be charged to complete the application. If you ever come across a website that is asking you for some source of payment, this is not the FAFSA application and you must immediately leave the website. The FAFSA is available online only. For students and parents who do have a smartphone, you are able to download the My Student Aid mobile app to complete your application right away. You will use your IRS data retrieval tool to transfer your 2019 tax information directly into your FAFSA. This is the most safest, accurate, and fastest way to input your financial information. It will take 3 to 5 business days for us to receive your status. In order to track your eligibility and what you qualify for, we suggest that you log into your MyComNet and check the status of your financial aid application. Some students may be selected for verification. If you are selected for verification, you will work with our third-party servicer, Inceptia. If students do need assistance, we are here to provide any support the students may need. The selected students will contact our department or log into their ComNet to check all the required documents that are requested by the Department of Education. Students and parents must verify their 2019 tax information. Once the verification is complete, your financial aid should be able to be processed and you'll be able to see your offer through your ComNet. We're going to move on to what is federal aid. You will need to find out what source of financial aid you are being offered. The federal 21-22 Pell Grant is a need-based grant from the federal government. It is awarded to undergraduate students who have not earned a bachelor's, graduate, or professional degree. A federal Pell Grant does not have to be repaid. This is free money from the Department of Education. However, keep in mind that under certain circumstances, students may be asked to pay some of the grant back. We will discuss what the circumstances are a little bit later on in this video. The amount offered will depend on cost of attendance, expected family contribution, and status. The expected family contribution is a number calculated based on the information that the student and parent has provided on the FAFSA. You will be able to find this number on your student aid report once you have completed your FAFSA. Your status is based on whether you are 12 credits or more, which makes you a full-time student, or a part-time student, which is less than 12 credits. Your award is adjusted based on the number of credits taken. Students who are eligible for federal Pell Grants can receive up to 6 full-time years, which is equivalent to 600%. For example, each full-time year is 100%. If we have a freshman student named Bobby, and he is a full-time in the fall semester, that would be 50% of Pell used. Bobby is then half-time in the spring semester. This means he would have used 25% of Pell used. At this point, Bobby has used 75% of his Pell Grant. He has a remaining 525% total eligibility remaining. Is Pell available in the summer? Yes. The Department of Education introduced year-round Pell, making summer 2022 Pell eligible. This means that a full-time student may receive additional Pell Grant funds over the summer. Check with us during the spring 2022 semester so we can check your eligibility. Be mindful that you may not receive federal Pell Grant funds from more than one school at a time. If you are interested in taking a course at a different institution while you are taking courses here at your home institution, please speak to us to discuss a consortium agreement. An example of how federal Pell Grant is provided throughout the academic year is as follows. You will be offered an annual Pell Award for an amount of $6,495. If you are a full-time student taking 12 credits or more for the fall, you will receive $3,248. If you're a full-time student during the spring 2022 taking 12 credits or more, you will also receive $3,248. This means that you are eligible for summer to receive $3,248 if you are also interested in taking 12 credits or more. If you are not interested in taking 12 credits or more and would like to go part-time, you do have a minimum requirement of taking 6 credits. Another source of federal assistance is our Federal Work-Study Program. The Federal Work-Study Program allows you to work on campus and earn up to a certain amount during the academic year. Be aware that the money you earn through the Federal Work-Study Program will not count against you or your financial aid application. The Federal Work-Study is awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. Funding is limited, so we do recommend that if you are interested, you stop by our department to inquire about your eligibility and how you can join the program. We do have several positions available for you at the moment, so stop by and contact us if you are interested. Another federal funding is the federal loans. The federal subsidized and unsubsidized loans are funds you do borrow, but you must pay back with interest. As an undergrad, the max amount you may borrow ranges from $5,500 to $12,500 per year. This is all dependent on what year you're in school and your dependency status. There is a 6-month grace period before the loan goes into repayment. This means once you graduate or you stop attending, whichever occurs first, you will have about 6 months before you are asked to start making payments. If you are interested in a loan, you are still required to complete your FAFSA. We cannot process a loan application without you having a FAFSA on file. You must be taking at least a minimum of 6 credits in order to qualify for a federal loan. You must sign the master promissory note and complete your entrance counseling. Once you have completed all these steps, we will be able to go ahead and process any loan requests and applications you may submit. We just covered what is considered federal funding, which comes from the federal government. Now we will go over what is state aid. The Connecticut state aid that is currently offered is the Roberta B. Willis and the NCC grant. Roberta B. Willis is awarded to students taking at least 6 credits. They must demonstrate financial need as determined by Connecticut guidelines. They must be a Connecticut resident, and they will be awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. The NCC grant is also awarded based on financial need. You must also be a Connecticut resident. Awards are also provided on a first-come, first-served basis. Be mindful that in order to qualify for these 2 or 1 or the other awards, you are also required to complete your FSA application. Your FSA will determine and will show us and confirm the need, your residency, and how early you have completed your application. Connecticut State has also launched a new initiative called Pact. We understand that college is expensive and financial aid doesn't always cover everything. And this is where Pact comes in. Pact is a last dollar scholarship and grant program to cover any expenses remaining after students have exhausted federal, state, and institutional financial aid opportunities. For example, if you are a student who only qualify for partial Pell or partial state, Pact will be able to go ahead and cover the remaining costs of tuition and fees. In order to qualify for the Pact program, you must be a first-time college student. You must be a Connecticut high school graduate, GED, and homeschool students could qualify too. You must have completed your FSA and fulfilled all outstanding requirements that the FSA status may bring. You must attend community college full-time, which means 12 credits or more. You must participate in a degree or credit-bearing certificate program, which means you are required to declare a major. Once enrolled, you have to remain in good academic standing. Be mindful that there is a deadline of July 15th. Now that you know what type of financial aid assistance you have been offered, you must know how to keep your financial aid. And this is through meeting satisfactory academic progress. The chart will show what the satisfactory academic progress consists of, which is your cumulative GPA, your completion rate, and your maximum time frame. This is the minimum requirement that you are expected to meet in terms of GPA and your completion rate. The credits attempted are the credits that you have registered for, whether you passed, failed, or withdrew. These are all credits counted towards attempted credits. For students falling below a cumulative GPA of 1.7 and or a minimum completion pace of 50%, they will be required to meet with advising staff prior to continuing to receive financial aid. For maximum hours, it means that a student cannot exceed 150% of your program's length. For example, if you're in a 60 credit associate degree program and you reach 90 attempted credits without graduating, you may not be eligible for additional financial aid. We will now move over into what is considered an official drop. An official drop is a class considered officially dropped if it occurs before the last day of the add drop date for that semester. For add drop dates, we encourage students to take a look at the academic calendar in our Norwalk Community College website. An official drop before the first day of class means you are not charged for tuition. Financial aid may be adjusted to reflect your new enrollment. The class will not show on your transcript and will not be considered as one of your attempted credits. And it will not factor into your academic progress calculation in a negative way. An official drop after the first day of classes means you are charged for a percentage of the cost of the class. Financial aid may be adjusted to reflect your new enrollment. The class will not show on your transcript, and it will factor into your academic progress calculation. We do encourage students to make any official drop changes before the first day of classes so that you are not charged and it does not impact your academic progress negatively. What is a withdrawal? A withdrawal is a class that's considered withdrawn if it occurs after the add drop period for the semester. Withdrawals for some, but not all classes. If you withdraw from part of your courses, it will show a W on your transcript for the courses you're withdrawing from. It will count towards your academic progress calculation as an attempted credit. In most cases, withdrawals will not impact your current semester's aid. However, it may impact your future semesters. If you withdraw from a class before the semester's freeze date, your aid will be adjusted to reflect your current enrollment. For freeze date information, please take a look at the academic calendar on our Norwalk Community College website. Withdrawals from all classes for the semester. This means that you will show a W on your transcript for every single course that you have withdrawn for that semester. This will count towards your academic progress calculation as attempted credits. Your current semester aid will be impacted, and it can result in a balance due to the school, depending on when you withdraw from all your courses. We highly encourage our students to stop by our financial aid department and inquire about how dropping or withdrawing from a course will impact you. We are able to offer you options or provide you with information that may change the way you make these decisions. What is an official withdrawal? An official withdrawal is when a student stops attending classes during a semester. You will receive an F on your transcript, and this will count very negatively towards your academic progress and your GPA completion rate. Professors will report the last day of participation in class, and your aid may be impacted and could result in a balance due to the school. We highly suggest that you refrain from withdrawing unofficially. Rather, we would encourage you to either stop by the records department and formally withdraw, or talk to us if you need assistance in doing so. If you need assistance completing your FSA application, you can make a virtual appointment now by visiting norwalk.edu/finaid. You will be able to connect with one of our staff members in our department, and we will be able to walk you through every single step of the FSA application. If you have any questions regarding this video or any specific circumstance that you are encountering during your financial aid process, we encourage you to stop by, call us, email us, or set up a virtual appointment. Our office hours are Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're here to assist you throughout this process, and we can't wait to connect with you. Thank you.